guys, I'm Kirsten, the problem solving teacher and Teachers Pay Teachers author. If you like my videos, remember to like and subscribe, hit the notification bell down below, and leave a comment. When you do things like that, it helps other teachers like you find me on YouTube. Today, we are going to be talking about creating business systems and organization within your business. Every successful business needs business systems. Business systems help bosses and employees get things done, make progress, hire help, and grow. Why wouldn't we want business systems? Business systems are a powerful business tool, but depending on your experience, they can be a new concept. Once you learn about business systems, you will see where you have already created them, why you need them, and then create more with purpose. So the other day, while my husband and I were on a walk, he was telling me about a woodworking business that he follows. He thinks that they make great products and he likes to see what they're up to. So this woodworking business builds gaming like furniture, like special tables for tabletop games, video games, well, not video games, but tabletop games that people play a lot, like Dungeons and Dragons and I don't know what else. They are so popular that their products are usually on back order. But they decided to bring in a business systems analyst to see how they could improve and what they could do better. The business systems analyst immediately found two ways that they could improve their business. Two suggestions for them. The first was that they need to buy the lumber directly from the lumberyard because they're ordering enough that they don't need a middleman. They can go directly to the lumberyard at this point because their business is big enough and save money. The second suggestion he had was that they should be selling back their sawdust and shavings back to the lumberyard so that those can be created into new types of wood like plywood and such. He immediately found two business systems that could be improved before he was even hired. I'm guessing they hired him. So every business has business systems. Whether or not we know it, every business has to develop business systems in order to stay productive and get things done. It's extremely difficult for a business to run if there is no expectation or order of how things should go. Like, how do you even have a business if you don't have like, this should be done by this point and this needs to get done when? And if it is truly a business, there are like taxes and accounting that need to be submitted. So like, if you don't have systems for that, I don't know how you're even a business. Usually businesses develop slowly over time as the business grows. So many TPT sellers say that they just kind of started a TPT store selling the things that they were making for their classroom because they wanted to buy a few things for their own classroom without spending their money. So they figured it was a good trade-off to sell some things, and then once they made like 20 bucks, they could buy a couple of things for their own room. And slowly, as their business grew, their, side hobby, side hustle to get a little money for classroom resources grew. They were like, I have a business. Someone in the business has to learn how to do new tasks. And when they learn how to do a new task that's necessary for the business, they complete it a whole bunch of times, and then a new business system is born. That's just the way it goes. Like, you have to learn how to do the accounting for the business and submit your quarterly taxes to the federal government and the state. And so you have to learn how to go through your software and organize those taxes, talk to an accountant as needed, go to the federal websites and the state websites and submit the amount of money required so that you are not audited by the government. And if you don't want it to take you forever, you're going to come up with a system to do that. The interesting thing is that we can create business systems for big major tasks like taxes or small tasks. Any task that is repeated can become a business system if the business is thinking about it. One of the things that I keep asking my husband if I can do is I use a lot of copying and pasting, and there's an option on my computer where when I right click, I can copy from a clipboard. So like I can replace a graphic and copy it from the clipboard, and it makes it so much easier to change things to black and white except I have to right click and then scroll down and then click again. And I want to do less clicks. I want a keyboard shortcut. And I'm like, husband, you work in IT. There must be a way that we can make this system better. I really want to be able to do control, Q or something to make it happen. So as business systems develop, they generally become SOPs, SOP business systems. So once a business has fine-tuned its systems, it will create standard operating procedures, SOP. Standard operating procedures are when a solid business system is developed and put in written form or in video form so that other people can complete the same process easily. So if your business is growing and you're hiring on more people, you don't want to have to show everybody how to use the Google Docs organization the way you want. You want to be able to, show them a video. This is how I use Google Docs to organize everything, and this is what we're going to do. So do it this way because that's your job. Way easier than you individually going through and showing them things is to just give them a link to a video. It's good practice to record business systems so that others can follow them. I am not anywhere near the point where I can hire somebody else in my business, but as soon as I am thinking that my business is growing enough that I could possibly start to hire people, I will be starting to record standard operating procedures. So when I first started my TPT store, I knew it was going to be a business. It was not going to be a hobby. The decision impacted everything because it gave me a business view. I've worked for some small businesses, and so, I knew the difference between business and teaching and hobbies. As I learned to create resources, I would pay attention to the steps I followed. I would listen to what other people said that they did to help me develop a better business system. I repeated this process in every part of my business. So creating a new system for me goes something like this. Learn something new. Examine how to do it better and easier. Make adjustments. Repeat the task following the steps and template. And hopefully a business system is born. Now that you know all about business systems, it's time to take what you've learned and apply it. Think about a few areas where you already have a system in place. Now write down 3 ways you can improve it. Because if you just take a little bit of time, I bet there are some ways you can. Next, write down 2 areas you struggle in your business. Like the things you hate. For me, it is Pinterest, it is getting those letters out, it is recording TikTok videos. Those are 3 areas of my business that I struggle with, getting those done. Brainstorm several ways you can fix, one of those areas. Plan out a system, put it somewhere accessible to you so you can reference it. I'll give you an example. Recording YouTube videos is getting more challenging for me, and it took me a while to think of it. I'm actually way behind in my recording. I have my scripts, I have everything I want to say written out, it's ready to go, but I'm just struggling with time. Finally, I thought about my husband. Every once in a while on a Saturday, once a month, twice a month, he does gaming. Because I don't like to take away from family time, husband time. So he does gaming. So I was like, wait a minute, why am I not recording while he's gaming? That doesn't make sense. That's the perfect time to record. He's busy and I can be busy with the thing I want to do. So it took me forever to think about this simple change and to figure out the timing. But now that I know it, it's going to be so much easier for me. All right. Make sure that you are thinking about your business systems, thinking about what you want to do, how you want to do it, the changes you want to make. Write some things out. Even if it's just you, if you write out some ideas of what you're going to do, it's going to help you to know your plan. Even if you don't have to look at that plan very often because you know it so well, it will help to have it written down somewhere. All right. Thanks for watching. If you have any more ideas about your business systems or questions, don't forget to leave them in the comments below. Have an awesome day.